Hey, welcome back to the shop. My name is Eric. So I thought today we would kind of discuss, this is for you guys that are shop owners and been for a while, of what are you doing now to make the changes to stay in business with the upcoming prevailing wind blowing at us. See, I was curious if there's certain software that you guys use, that you've found that it's worthwhile to have. Um, are you streamlining things? Are you getting rid of stuff? Are you getting out of stuff and getting into new stuff? Because I think it'd be neat to know. You know, for us, we're not going anywhere. And for the mere reason that we're not just a small engine repair shop. We also have a niche market of farm tractors. And I've yet to see anybody come out with a battery operated farm tractor, especially the old girls. See, with the old girls, nobody wants to work on them. All your dealerships, farm dealerships in our area, do not want to touch them. It just is not worth it to them. So it kind of left a lot of folks out hanging with nobody around that wanted to work on their farm tractors. So we said, why not? I was a dairy farmer and I'm a beef farmer. I work on my own equipment, so why not get paid to work on somebody else's? That's how we're surviving. We're branching into smaller areas. We're still doing the small engine repair. I mean, we just got done with 3 mowers, 1 generator, and now I've got 5 more lawnmowers sitting in the yard. Were dropped off. I've got another tractor dropped off in the yard. I put a lower unit into a boat yesterday. And that's how I think the shops are going to survive, is they have to broaden and look to see what's not being taken care of. And that's the older stuff. So, I mean, I know I understand that if you guys are getting into, let's say, repairing the newer compact tractors, you probably are going to have to buy updated software programs to help diagnose what's going on with that piece of equipment. Same thing with you car shops. You guys have had to step up to the plate quite a few years ago when it went from carrying in your truck a screwdriver, a hammer, a pair of pliers, and some wire to, you can't fix your own truck anymore. So you guys have been dealing with this a heck of a lot longer than the rest of us. I think you guys got hit with the market of parts going from here in cost way down because of the influx of the Chinese on the online venues in, like Rock Auto and stuff. That's where they're getting their stuff, is through the Chinese. And I mentioned in a previous video of even a auto parts store that they were looking at their distributors, and they went down through and they decided they'd do a test run, and they used one of their vehicles of needing, calipers, brakes, and a list of stuff. And they went up to Rock Auto and created an account and got a price on all the parts. Well, then they got a hold of their distributor and give them a list of the parts, exact same name brands, and the distributor come back quite a bit higher than what the online store did. So that's happening across the board. And a lot of you farm dealerships that, you guys got hit early too if you were selling new farm tractors, because you had to either step up or get out, one or the other. But I'd like to hear from you guys, what are you guys doing that are going to stay in it? Somebody said there once that, sometimes you're too old to change, and I feel just the opposite. You can teach an old dog new tricks if he's willing, or she is. But that's the key. And a lot of them aren't willing. So, I want to see those guys retire gracefully and say that they had a home run when it come to their business versus trying to stick it out and, putting everything at risk to try to stay at it. And for you new guys that are getting into it, are there any specific, I would imagine if you're trying to repair stuff that you're probably watching somebody's YouTube channel on how to do it. And I thought about doing that with this channel, but I'm like, there's just so many of them out there. Why add one more? What can I add to this community that isn't being added? And I think the biggest thing was sound advice. The biggest thing that I found on YouTube with a lot of channels is the hype. They feel like they got to be going like a jackrabbit, 100 miles an hour. And I'm like, slow down. When you're in a hurry like that, you skip over stuff that people would like to learn. Now, if you're just trying to figure out how to throw a carburetor on something, there's probably 1,000 YouTube channels that are doing that. But if you want to know how to disassemble a carburetor and what to look for and, how to kit it per se, that's going to take time. And you can't go through it really fast, because if you go through it really fast, you're gonna lose the person that is trying to learn. Everybody has their own pace. If you're a fast learner, you can speed the YouTube video up. If you're not, then we as creators, we as shop owners need to do a better job of explaining to you how to do it. Most of the people that I know that are doing it started out, working on old stuff and trying to figure out how it worked. So that's another thing for you guys, is if there's a certain topic, a certain repair, a certain anything that you feel I might be able to help you with, I would devote the whole video just to helping you with that topic. Sometimes I have to be careful when I'm discussing a topic, because talking to other shop owners or mechanics that have been at it for a long time, we assume, how to make an ass out of you and me. We assume that most people know this stuff, and that's normally not the case. That's why people bring their stuff to us, is because we do know this stuff. So give me some topics and, critique my videos. Am I going too fast, too slow, off topic? I got a thick skin. I deal with customers every day. But I'm here to help you. And that's the way I've approached this whole channel, is I'm sitting here, I'm talking into a camera with a mic in front of me, but I'm not seeing the mic and the camera. I'm talking to you on a one-on-one. That's how I've always done it. You know, what makes you want to get into the small engine repair business? You young guys, I'd really like to know. You know, I can see the old timers that are retiring and stuff and wanting a side hustle or a hobby. Yeah. But now everybody's become a hobbyist with the help of YouTube. So let me know what you think. You older shop owners, what software, what things are you doing in your area to stay relevant in your business with your community? And if there's certain stuff that excuse me, if there's certain stuff that is being bought and added, you know, updated software, updated programs, are you in a niche market? Or have you been looking at niche markets? I'd love to hear from you guys. So on that note, I'll see you on the next video.